Heidi, just unmute and you're good to go. You're muted. Now you're good.
You hear me? Okay, awesome. Welcome everybody to the team call tonight. We're so excited to have all of you. Another awesome, incredible week for all the teams. The recognition just kept rolling in tonight, and honestly, you guys, it's so impressive to see what everybody's done this last week, and I'm just excited to talk to you all about it. So on my team and Jani's team, I want to give some awesome shout outs. Jeannie Nader won top enroller with 3 new enrollments this week, and she won our Lululemon jacket giveaway that we did for this week for top enrollers. So Jeannie, congratulations, you are exploding your business. So excited for you. Mark and Kathy Lampert hit the 5-cycle bonus with 2 new personal enrollments and a huge week for their family. So excited for you guys down in Texas. You guys are blowing it up. Dr. Lisa Towell with 1 new enrollment. Kathleen Dugan also with 1 enrollment this week. Kelly Ankerman with 2 new enrollments this week. Sarah Manlick and Dr. Mandy Vasala with 1 new enrollment this week. And we did also, you guys, it was really fun. We did a team reactivation for people to reach out to in their downline to people that have been inactive. And we had so many people. We did a contest and we had so many people reactivate old members that have been active with 100 BVs or more. And we had so many people that jumped back on, and that was just such a fun contest. And there were so many new people that came back on board with us. Erica Elo, I want to give a shout out to Erica Elo and Jenny Lewis. They hit the Raw and Real Tour in Phoenix. Stop with Tracy O'Malley, Corey Kinnear, and Deanna Falchuk. Erica also enrolled her GCU teammate. So awesome, you guys. It's so cool that you guys did that. And I also want to give out a big special shout out to somebody on our team, Joyce Pierce. It's her birthday today. Joyce, I know you're on the call. We love you. Thank you for everything that you do in Real People, Real Results, and in Glitters. You are such an inspiration to so many people on our team. And we love you. Just want to give you a huge shout out for your birthday. Love you lots. Okay, we're going to go on to Team Betsy. So these people all enrolled 1 person this week. Candy Nakatani, Libby Valentiano, Renee Anderson, Victoria Fontana, Dorothy, I'm gonna botch this one, Zevin Bergen, all with 1 enrollment this week. 2 or more enrollments, Kathy Mallet, and she also created a consultant this week. Awesome job, Kathy. And Susan Beddingfield with 2 enrollments. So way to go, Team Betsy. I'm gonna go on to Team Jessica. We've got Kelly Verbosch hit her highest cycle week. So awesome job, Kelly. Jackie Kinnear enrolled 3 people this week. Way to go, Jackie. That's awesome. Amazing enrollment week also for Alicia Mathias and Marcy Stepinski. Kelly Small won the Lululemon hoodie in their team contest as well. So way to go, Kelly. That's awesome. And then we're going to end with Team Lauren. Wow, Lauren, your team blew it up this week. So exciting to see all of these. We have Katie Platt, who hit consultant this week, and Chris Marshall, also manager. 5-cycle bonus. All these people, you guys hit their 5-cycle bonus. Shauna Seawards, Jamie Malik, Carrie Heim, Amanda Nisley, and Jewel Hansen all hit the 5-cycle bonus. 1-star rank advancement, Anna Shuka Ganji. 2-star Golden Circle, Rachel Muir. This was her 2nd time. She earned the 2nd half of her bonus. So Rachel, that is so awesome. Congratulations. 3-star Golden Circle, Kissa Maxwell. That's her 2nd time. She earned the 2nd part of her bonus. You guys, that is so awesome. Way to go. Congratulations, Team Lauren. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Heidi. Betsy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, you guys. Shout out to all those people. Super amazing. There's one more. Russell Seaton and Tammy Seaton, his wife, enrolled somebody from Malaysia, which that's always exciting. These countries, you guys get ready. ICE is going global like nobody's business. So get your connections going on that. Start thinking and making lists. Hey, our superstar tonight is an amazing leader, superstar that you all know is a household name with Isogenics, and that's Jill Bauman. She's a 16-star platinum, 12-star crystal executive. So if you don't know what a 12-star crystal executive means, that means that she has personally enrolled and helped create 12 crystal executives in all of her businesses. So she has 3 business centers and she's rocking and rolling. But before you knew her as that mega superstar, I knew her as just a sweet, dear friend. And I met her actually, we're going to back way up in her journey, because what I think is so valuable in what she can speak on is those beginning, pretty much 2 years of just really consistent, persistent daily activity. And, she built an amazing foundation, organization, very balanced, and it was just incredible how she did this. And she did it through, some really key skills and fundamentals that we all continue to work on. So Jill, are you on? Are you there? You need to unmute yourself. Where are you, sweetie?
Okay, hi, I'm here.
Hi.
Oh, what a beautiful, thank you for that. I'm speechless. Wow, thank you for that introduction. And I'm so grateful and humbled to be on your call. And, Betsy and Janie, I was so incredibly blessed in the very first day of this journey to find my 2 running partners, and you and Janie. And, I can't take any of this credit because I was a hot mess from the day you met me. And you guys saw belief in me before I ever did. You and Janie poured belief into me from hello. You knew the potential years before I ever saw it. If it wasn't for you two, and Janie, I love to tease you about our 4-mile walk, none of this would be possible today. So I just stand in such massive gratitude. And typically every time I do speak, which is not often, that's the first thing I speak about, is giving honor to Betsy and Janie and Cindy for those early days, and really holding my hand and just being so blessed to have what Betsy called, your running partner. And it looks to me like a lot of you have your running partner sitting next to you, and you hold on for dear life for a while until you get your wings. And so I'm just so grateful for both of you for never kicking me out of that nest. All the days I was literally just not a clue what I was doing and think I knew everything, and really were so gracious and so good with me and taught me everything that I know today. And which is really, that this journey is all about giving, and living is giving. And you poured so much and you gave so much to me. And, when I talk about that 30-30-40, those first 90 days, I believe it might have been within the first 3-6 months, Betsy, you and Janie would fly in and we would have our tastings and our launch parties. And we were going so fast in the beginning, and I don't think we ate, right? We never ate. We were going so fast and furious. We would have 30 people in the door, and then we would sit at night and we'd get madly. Janie would take a pile, and I would take a pile, and Betsy would take a pile. And we would sit there and just each of us take a pile and madly enroll. And my husband, this is the sprinkle story, would keep coming in the house with a box of cupcakes. And I remember it was like all we had time for was to grab a bite of a cupcake and just keep going. And we were certainly, in mad 90-day launch mode. And I had no idea what I was doing, but all I know is papers were flying and people were enrolling. And so I remember, Janie, it was about like the 3rd or 4th night in, and here comes Andy with the cupcakes. And Janie's sitting there. It's about 11 o'clock at night, and we're enrolling the pile. And she looks up and she says, "Can we just have some protein?" She said, "Can we just have some eggs?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, we haven't really eaten a full meal in 4 days. So, and that's just kind of how I've rolled from day one, is just get into massive 90-day action.
So Jill, I want to ask you kind of specifically, You know, in the beginning, you threw that 9-day in your body, and you know, you really had an amazing result, you and your husband. So out of the belief of the product birthed your inspiration to share. Is that correct?
Well, yes, correct. We had a powerful product result. Today, that's what I'm passionate about, is making sure everybody has that experiences that 9-day powerful product result. So that was the birth of it all. As you both know, Janie, very well, when you both sat me down, I'm like, no, I'm not doing the business. I'm too busy.
Yeah. So what did we do in the beginning that helped you? You know, you knew people, but did you phone them? Did you see them out and about? How did you prospect from that very beginning? Did you make a list, or what did you do?
Well, 5 years ago, you know, we had different systems in place back then, and we were going so fast back then that I was just I was making flyers. If you remember the flyer, Betsy, and the flyer went all over to an email list. The flyer went. I didn't really even have Facebook yet, but the flyer went to all of my neighbors, and it went to the gym. And then I grabbed the neighbors, and I grabbed the people at the gym, and then I grabbed the family and friends. And those were my warm markets. So the very beginning was madly attacking because as you know, I would talk to anybody because I was so passionate about our products and how I felt and what they had done for my family. So there wasn't a person on this planet, if they were in arm's distance, I wasn't telling them about this nutritional cleansing system that we had stumbled upon.
And then did you tell me about the 3-way call? Was that merging into that area then? Is that what next?
You know, I literally kept saying to Betsy, I don't have time for this and I don't know what to say. So I would merge Betsy in for 6 months. It seemed like she saw my name come up on her phone. She knew that I most likely had another person on the other line. I would just introduce and then stand back and let Betsy do her thing. And she was my closer. And we did that for months until I was very comfortable with talking about a 9-day cleanse or a 30-day system. And so I'm so grateful that I had that running partner, right? My upline that could, and thank you, Betsy, for that, because that was certainly part of building my belief. And as the teacher that you are, you taught me so beautifully with the power of the 3-way call. And I was certainly had a lot of fear that I could do this or that I wanted to do it. So I really leveraged the power of 3-way calls, and I certainly teach that and do those today. They've been amazing.
Good. And then Jill, remember that Janie, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Jill, will you talk a little bit about how you did so many different types of 3-way calls? I remember you would say, hey, let's call so-and-so, they're on their first cleanse day. Or you would say, hey, so-and-so is just, you know, like they're just about to finish their 9-day. Let's call them really quick. And then, so there were so many different types of 3-way calls. They're not just like to close a person. They're for cleanse coaching there. And you'd say, I need you for three or 4 minutes. Let's make, 3 or 4 calls. And they would be quick. We would hop on, talk for 3 or 4 minutes and then hop off. Will you talk a little bit about the different types of 3-way calls that you did? Because I think it's so important to know that it's not just to close a person getting started.
Well, it's fantastic for closing. Obviously, I loved that I had that ability to do that. But Janie's right. I mean, I love just getting on a call. If I can find any reason to celebrate, any reason to educate, any reason to empower, any reason to inspire, I'm on a 3-way call. So the goal is to educate, to inspire, and to really make them quick, but validate whatever it is they're going through, whatever it is they don't even know yet, right? So you're getting on a call really to congratulate, to answer a question, to celebrate, to lead, to serve, right? And the intent for me is to always know going into these calls that I have poured great hope into that call and already know what my goal is for that person, even though they don't know it yet. So I'm planting seeds. And it could be somebody that's having, starting their first 9-day. I'm already planting the seed in that call of, I want to be talking to you about how to get your products paid for, because you're going to be a walking billboard, right? So I'm utilizing whatever the scenario is to set the stage and plant the seed for the next step, right? Which is get your product paid for, which is you're going to be a leader and you're going to be a builder and you're going to, amazing things are coming, financial freedom and powerful product result. All these things I'm adding into these calls, whatever the dynamic of the call is. There's multiple reasons. I've been on them all day long today. Somebody just wanted to learn how to call, called me on, and when they both wanted to learn how to call customer service, for goodness sakes, right? But I took advantage of that moment to take them to another step on the journey. So always really be aware that when you get somebody on a three-way call, just don't be on that call just to answer their question, right? Take advantage and take that call and utilize that to take them and broaden their horizon on what the future possibly holds, and plant seeds.
Yeah, and the other thing that really stands out when I look back on that time were your tastings, and tell us, we've got about 5 more minutes. When we would have a tasting, all I remember, it was fun. We had somebody's birthday cake, or balloons were there, or you didn't spend a lot of money, but you're very intentional. Can you just talk a little bit about how you got people in your living room? For one, how'd you do it? And then what was the magic behind that? How'd they work?
Yeah, well, I think, again, I know this sounds so old school and it sounds so corny, but you guys, a simple flyer, and I put 5 bullet points. Come on over to my house. I'm going to be, sharing about what's changed my life. And I had looking for better, sleep, looking to release some weight, looking for a better immune system, athletes. Remember, Betsy, it was 5. I made it colorful. And then once they were here, the whole idea was to give them an experience, because I knew if I could tap into their needs, tapping into their needs and serving that need, that I would create a momentum. And that's exactly what's happened. We have tapped into inspiring people and finding out what their needs are. And then out of that inspiration and that experience comes the momentum. Okay. So how I got them here, I just invited them, right? People really today, who invites people over to their home anymore? And we're doing it, and it's our culture in Isogenics, and I think that's why the family thing is so big, and our relationships are so powerful, because we're inviting people into our homes, into our lives, to our Zoom calls, so into our hearts. And so for me, I'm still doing them. I call them Sunday Fun Days. I have them every single Sunday, open my gym. And typically we take people immediately to showing them the opportunity. I'm really passionate about helping people get, showing them the vision of 6 figures fast, the race to executive, right? We're just doing the 90-day game plan over and over and over and fast, creating that experience, which creates that momentum. Yeah. So yes, they are festive. I have sandwiches. I want more energy, and what do we call it now? The replenish, right? In a big, pretty jar. And we always have the bars cut up. Like we all know how to do a launch party. And you really do. The music is coming when people come in. The music, as soon as we're done, the music goes back on. People hang out, when we do the networking part and pouring love into, really the love part is so key with my launch parties and my tasting, letting people just really connect, letting people have that experience, letting people really feel the love. And I really kind of, almost every single training we have, I have to kick people out. Nobody wants to leave, because they really are fun. So you've got to invite the fun in, invite the easy in. And the one thing I have been really, really passionate about, we have ginormous leaders in this team, as you guys all know, is never making it about me. You don't really see me in the forefront much. You will see Tanya, and you will see Tracy, and you will see my up-and-coming leaders. And I'm always pushing others up onto my panel. The one thing that I love to do at our tastings and launch parties, have 4 or 5 women up in little director's chairs, and each person tells a story. And their story can be 3 or 4 minutes. You can have an athlete, somebody who had weight release, somebody that's new, that's just experiencing whatever it is, perhaps their cleanse or a particular product. But having those 3 or 4 women at every single tasting already up front, ready. And what I'm doing is I'm creating leaders, getting them out of their comfort zone. The ones that are sitting in the back with their arms crossed, I'm inviting them to get out of their comfort zone and out of their fear fast.
Yeah, I just love that, how you step back to let others step up. Because, as we know, if you continue to be the leader, then there won't be growth, If there's one more thing that you want to inspire, like new builders, we've got a lot of managers in this group, you know, people that they see the numbers, they know the numbers work, the belief in the compensation plan, we've got that down. How could you encourage people to, you know, continue, or do you have anything else you want to add?
Gratitude, guys, is huge. Every single day I wake up and I'm thinking, before I get out of bed, who can I private message? Who can I send a voice video to? Who can I empower? Who can I love on? Who can I lift up? Who can I, you know, just grab every single day? And my goal is every single morning before I even really get out of bed is to show gratitude to 10 people. My key for years now is, and I was really, I think it was just my comfort zone, sending out and shooting out those messages. Now it is a voice message. I can't tell you how many 2 and 3 stars I have now on my team that came to the team because they heard my voice. When I saw her husband had a heart attack and I sent her a voice message, I think Joanne's now 3-star, okay? And she will tell you the story. It was because she heard my voice that day and it so greatly moved her. 5 years she sat and watched and said, no, it was my voice. So I'm passionate about sending out 10 voice gratitudes a day. I send out a lot more throughout the day, but 10 before I leave. My feet leave the bed, and then it sets my day for great success when you start your day in gratitude. And then I'm very, very consistent about that. It's not something that I do when I'm in the mood or I think about it. I make that part of my daily action. For sure.
Absolutely love that. Love that. One quick question, do you do that on a slide dial or do you do that on a Facebook voice message?
Yeah, it's always Facebook voice message.
Got it.
Yeah, and you can do it in a text message. I do those when I know this is kind of, sorry guys, but I do it. I text at stoplights, but I voice text, and I'm just, you're on my heart. I'm thinking about you. I hope you're having a great day. I'd love to meet you for tea. And I do that every single stoplight, okay? If somebody is on my heart, I move. If you get that tug on your heart and you get that prompting, I call them, move. I always go to the grocery store. I'll sit in the car until I have a prompting about what am I supposed to do in this grocery store besides groceries. I'm supposed to talk to one person. And I set the intention every day, what I'm supposed to do before I go into the mall, who I'm supposed to talk to. And the mall magic has been fantastic. And also the connecting. I don't know if you guys are doing it yet, but it's hard to really get in the habit of message connecting. But once you do, guys, it's all day long. I'm loving showing people how to connect on Messenger code.
I love that. And I'm sure that training has been recorded from Celebration where you did that. So that was fantastic.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Jill, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, you have so many nuggets. We could listen to you for an hour. You have some really good starter nuggets for us tonight. And I know many people will listen to this again and just grab and adopt some for themselves, because I'm planning on doing that myself. And I appreciate you being so authentic always.
You and Janny, and thank you for it all. It's been just, I could write a book about the 3 of us and our journey together. And
yep.
You guys, when you find your running partner, you guys, you hold on tight and you go, go, go. And they're so valuable on this journey. So yeah. I'm sending great gratitude for you guys. I love you. And thank you for letting me have the privilege of being on.
Thank you again.
I love you.
Love you too.
Okay. You want me to check out here?
You can listen or check out, either one.
All right, baby.
Lauren, back to you, baby.
Thank you so much, Jill. Jess, I actually think it's you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jill.
Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, Jeffrey.
Hey guys, how are you? I just want to say hello and thank you for having me on the call tonight. The featured product is going to be the Ageless Essential Vitamins. So I'm really about the science part of all of this. It really helps me to explain to the customers and to the newcomers what's so great about our product. So when I went to ICU, one of the things they taught us is fast facts. And fast facts are great. It's 3 things that we can narrow right in on all of the products. The information I'm going to give to you is going to be available on isagenixhealth.net. But 3 things about the Ageless Essentials with Product B is, number 1, it optimizes diet with nutritional support. Second is that it is a convenient AM and PM packets. And third, it's gender specific. It's males and females. It's geared toward that. The Ageless Essentials with Product B that fills nutritional gaps and supports for overall health. I don't know if you know this, but most Americans fail to meet the recommended daily intake of many essential vitamins and minerals, resulting in nutritional gaps and increased disease risk. Complementing your diet with essential vitamins and minerals and phytonutrients gives you nutritional insurance, and that's really important on the program. So there's 12 things about the vitamins that I'm going to go over, and I'm going to go over them briefly because we don't have a lot of time, but again, you can find everything on the isagenixhealth.net, and it's 12 reasons why you need Ageless Essentials. Number one is it's a complete age-defying nutrition. There's 20 essential vitamins and minerals in these great, fantastic vitamins. Advanced cardiovascular health support. It's the correct doses of nutrients for cardiovascular support, which is great. It has advanced brain support. So it provides nutrients and for optimal brain health. It's fish-derived omega-3s. It has vitamin C, turmeric for protection against oxidation, and it contains vitamin B12. Number 4 is advanced bone support. There's 5 different forms of calcium in these vitamins, and that's great, something that you don't find in regular vitamins on the shelf. Number 5, advanced liver detoxification support. Continually detoxifying pollutants. Ageless Essentials with Product B provides psyllium, milk thistle, turmeric, and other bioactive compounds, and to provide efficiency of detoxification and antioxidant enzymes. Number 6, there's support for blood sugar control. This is great importance for diabetics as well. It provides B vitamins for proper carbohydrate metabolism. There's comprehensive telomere support. Now this is kind of cool because our DNA has little strands at the end of our DNA. That's telomere shortening. What happens is over time, our telomeres start to shrink. And basically, it's almost, you can say that the Ageless Essentials can basically reverse the aging process. They help slow down that depletion of the telomeres of our DNA. So that's been proven in the studies that we found. There's comprehensive antioxidant support. And with that being said, it's basically there's vitamin C and many different types of vitamins that are in there. Together, these phytonutrients help guarantee that your body has all the essential components of strong antioxidant defense system against unwanted oxidative stress. You're not going to find this in just your regular vitamins on the shelf. Number 9 is obesity support. It supplies vitamins such as omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and that helps against the ravages of obesity. Number 10 is a pharmaceutical support. Other pharmaceuticals may deplete the body's levels of CoQ10 and vitamin E. The Ageless Essentials replenish the body and stores naturally the derived vitamin E. Number 11, advanced nutrient delivery. Advanced delivery systems for greater absorption of nutrients are found in these vitamins. There's featured rapid disintegration technology to increase the solubility of absorption of minerals such as calcium and zinc. Ageless Essentials improve absorption 8 times in comparison to the competing vitamin products. And number 12 is a no compromise quality. The no compromise quality is of the utmost importance at Isagenix. Every ingredient used in the Ageless Essentials with Product B undergoes an extensive process for identity, safety, and potency. To ensure the accuracy of the label claims on the product, batches are also evaluated independently by a third-party laboratories. So, I mean, there's a chart on this program on the isagenixhealth.net that shows all the other vitamins, and they don't even compare. There's no comparison. Guys, these are 95 BV. If you have somebody that's short of their BV, suggest these vitamins. 95 BV and a pack of coffee hit your 100 BV for the month. Sometimes you hear people say, oh, I don't need anything else right now. Suggest the vitamins. Tell them why they compare to all the other vitamins on the market. You know, the three things that I hit in the very beginning was the optimized diet with nutritional support. They are convenient AM and PM packets, and they're gender specific. So basically, Ageless Essentials with Product B, they're superior to any other vitamins. So without them, you're basically, you know, leaving your energy on the table and the fat on your ass. Sorry to be graphic, but that's basically what it is. So suggest it to everybody, guys. It's the way to go. 95 BV, it will help you and it will help your associates.
Jeffrey, that was awesome. Thank you so much. I've got some people over here, and I think you know my background's in nutrition, and actually I have another nutritionist here, and I'm like, what, all those types of calcium? Like, I got to go read what you know. So thank you so much. Like, that's awesome. You did amazing, amazing. So you guys, I just want to hop in real fast, and actually I am covering our belief tonight before we turn it over to Jess, who has our 90-day game plan training. So hang on just one quick second for me. I wonder if it will. All right, don't worry about it. Jeffrey, we got you still on there. Is that better for you guys right now? Maybe for right now? Okay, sorry you guys, I'm just changing the screen view because it's weird when I'm sitting here facing you and I've got a room full of people. But just to kind of recap you guys so you know kind of our focus and everything that we've been doing on week 5, we're always having an amazing guest speaker. We're definitely highlighting, celebrating all of you. We want to teach you about some core products so that you are up to speed and just learning about all of the amazing things Isagenix has. And then we also want to help you work on one of your core areas of belief. And so there's 5 major areas of belief that you have to be a 10 out of 10 on to really rock this business, right? So one of them's products, one of them's the compensation plan, one of them is network marketing as an industry, one of them is the company, right? I mean, Isagenix is a company, and the other one is yourself. And you've heard some amazing people over the last couple of weeks talk about the belief in the product. Last week, Adrian did a great job on the company and network marketing as an industry. And you guys, real quickly tonight, I want to really touch on belief in this compensation plan. And I'm going to give you some amazing statistics at the end that's going to blow your mind, and it's going to make you feel 10 feet tall and bulletproof when you talk to other network marketers and when you talk to people in other companies and you understand how incredibly generous Isagenix is. But let's go back and let's just talk about some foundations, okay? The majority of network marketing companies, I think I heard 94% will fail within the first 5 years. They will not make it, right? So when we're talking about our compensation plan, I mean, Isagenix has been around 14 years. In 2008, during one of the greatest recessions, and people were laying off left and right? Companies were closing left and right. Isagenix added so much money to the upfront part of the compensation plan. Right? They know that people are motivated by compensation, and it takes time to build a network. It takes time to cycle 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, 100 times, whatever it is. But we are awarded every single step of the way. You know, there's a lot of companies that you've got to have a certain amount of people down, a certain amount of people wide before you start to earn residual income. And Isagenix, you guys, your very first referral, one person, you already start to earn residual income. I mean, not the cycles, not necessarily residual, but you're earning PIBs, you're earning rebates, you're earning the product introductory bonuses, you're being compensated from the very first referral that you have. We get paid so many different ways. If you guys don't understand our compensation plan, I highly recommend watching Jim Cooper's The Truth Behind the Compensation Plan, or Kathy Coover also has a video on the compensation plan. Just Google them. But understand our daily pay, understand our weekly pay, understand our monthly pay, understand, you know, the holiday pools, the leadership pools, the retail markup, all of the different ways that we get paid. I mean, this company is so generous. And so before I really go in and show you any of the statistics, if you talk to people like Jimmy Smith, who is a seasoned network marketing professional, I mean, he had been around in other companies before Isagenix. And in his 14 years with Isagenix, you know, he's made over $40 million. And he will talk to you about other companies, and not in a way to put them down, but really elevate and highlight Isagenix. One of the things that he will say is that they have never, ever missed a paycheck. He's never not gotten paid, right? I mean, that's huge. There are people, when you hear the horror stories of network marketing, people that didn't get paid, right? I mean, Kathy Coover, when she was in retirement and burnt out from this industry and did not want to come back, right? One of the reasons is because there was a company that they had ripped out both of her diamond legs. She went from making 6 figures in a month to nothing. They made her say, start over. And so when they came out and they created Isagenix and they said, we're going to do it the right way. We're going to be the people that if it's not right for the customer, it's not right for the company. Our compensation plan is so generous. Like Adrian talked to us last week, our founders came out of retirement. This whole company is built on service and contribution, which makes them that much more generous, right? The profit margin is not for our founders. The profit margin is going to the associates. It's going to the field. And so from the very beginning of your journey, when you guys understand this compensation plan, PIBs, double PIBs, 5-cycle bonus, all of your rank advancement bonuses, everything that happens on your way to executive, which then you tap into the leadership pools and your executive matches. This company is bar none the most generous thing I've ever seen. And so I was actually talking to a girlfriend today who's a brand new builder, and she's a waitress. And she was frustrated that she made $185 in her first week, you guys. She had 3 enrollments, right? Got the consultant bonus in 1 week, $185. And I said, how many hours do you have to work at the bar to make that money? And I said, tell me, honestly, how many hours do you have to work at the bar, right? She said at least 10, maybe up to 20. And I said, do you think you work 10 or 20 hours in Isagenix to earn that same amount, right? Absolutely not. And in the very, very beginning, when I first started building and I was at rock bottom and I was working 80 to 100 hours a week, Janie got to my why and she asked me how much time I had to do this. And I said, none. She said, how would you like to never have to say that again? Right? And it was the upfront part of our compensation plan, these generous PIBs and double PIBs that kept me in the game. You know, I was making $500 to $1,000 a week enrolling president's packs, and I was cycling 0 to 1 times. I mean, I wasn't even cycling yet. So when you talk about the residual income and how long it takes, it's going to be a journey. A lot of times we talk about the, you know, putting the time up front and not making a lot of money, and then it will switch. But Isagenix is going to award you and celebrate you every step of the way. So every time you refer someone, you get a bonus. If their auto ship, right, is a pack, you get the coaching bonus. If you do 2 or more with no limit on how many times it doubles, those bonuses double on 30-day or higher qualifying packs. Imagine selling 3 president's packs in a week. That $80 PIB goes to $160 for all 3. You guys, on a weekend, on a day or two selling president's packs and pacesetters packs, I was matching what I was making as a full-time nutritionist just from that part, right? So I'm going to give you these numbers before we turn it over to Jess because I want you to have them. And I'll read it twice, okay? And then I'll give you the summary. This comes from PK Smith. For those of you that don't know him, he's in Canada. His wife used to be Susan Sly's executive assistant. He mentors a lot of people in the company. But this is the numbers for you guys. Network marketing worldwide made $171 billion last year. That's an industry. All companies, you know, Mary Kay, Herbalife, Visalis, Melaleuca, Isagenix, the whole 9 yards, $171 billion. And of that, they created 500 million, earning $100 million per year, 7-figure income earners. Okay, so of all of network marketing, this entire $171 billion, there's 500 people who are earning $1 million or more cumulatively, right? That's an Eric Worre statistic, who's the author of GoPro. So Isagenix made, this was last year, $725 million. So of that $171 billion cumulative, okay, $725 million was Isagenix sales. And we created 25 7-figure income earners. So the 500 million total and the 171 cumulative sales, right? 725 million was Isagenix and 25 of the millionaires were in Isagenix. So with 0.5% of the total revenue from network marketing, Isagenix created 5% of the world's $1 million earners. So in summary, that means we are 1,120% more efficient than any other company in the network marketing industry. Another way of thinking of this is, on average, a network marketing company has to do $358 million in gross revenue to create a 7-figure income earner. Isagenix has to do 29. So when you understand how much is going back, some companies have to do 358 million, that's the average. Isagenix has to do 29. And part of this is because it's a consumable product, right, that people have to order every single month. So I know we're biased on why we love the Cougars, why we love Jeff. I understand why we love this family-based culture. But when you guys understand the numbers, I recently talked to someone in a company that they had to have 60 people in their organization before they earned residual income. I said 60. Like, and I think about all the people on my team that would never have made a penny. They had to have 60 people. Isagenix, you have to have 2, one on the left, one on the right. We have a binary compensation plan that pays unlimited. this compensation plan is amazing, absolutely amazing. You know, I know a lot of times people are like, oh, that person's in Advocare, oh, that person's in Shakeology, or oh, that person's in Herbalife or whatever. And we tim it down that they're already in something. I believe wholeheartedly that it's not our job to insult another company, right? It's not our job to put another company down, but it is our job to educate people about what's out there. Compliment them for being in this industry. Ask them if they're open to learning about a different compensation plan. Celebrate the fact that they're in network marketing, but it is our job to educate people what the Cooper set out to do, which was not only to be the largest health and wellness company in the world, but to have more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company. So I hope you guys got a couple tidbits, a couple sound bites before we turn this over to Jess on just why this company is amazing. And from day one until however long you're in this company, it will award you daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. It is truly, truly the best. So with no further ado, you guys, I'm going to turn it over to Jessica. And I feel like she opens up our call all the time. So she's not even had some of the recognition and accolades and intros that she truly, truly deserves. But she is an Isagenix millionaire. She's a 6-star Crystal Executive, 8-star Golden Circle. I mean, she has really just put Philadelphia all over the map, and she's expanding globally, internationally, all over the country. She's fun, she's funky, she's witty, and with no further ado, I want to hear you talk about Vision Girl. You there? We can't hear you. Jess, we can't hear you. It doesn't look like you're muted either. Oh, now we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. So I am so excited, guys. You know that we're 30 days in to the 90-day game plan. We're 1/3 of the way through. And the crazy thing for you guys is tonight you've got two extraordinarily dominant, blazing red personality types going back to back. So you're going to be tired. You're going to be, after Lauren just dropped that genius on you, and I'm going to go, and we're going to get a little tired tonight, and that's okay.
You.
You can't hear me?
She's never on these calls.
Okay. Can everybody hear me?
I just don't have my video on.
Why not?
Because I was actually
Sorry, Jess, I muted. Just unmute and you're good to go. I don't know who that was.
Okay. Could you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so basically here's the deal. We're 1/3 of the way through, and I'm going to get real with you guys tonight. I want you to grab your papers and pens right now because I want you to write down. I want to celebrate 3 things you did awesome the last 30 days because you're the best of the best. You're in this fast track for a reason. You are not here. Zach Slobin told us, I loved his training. You are not here by accident. Believe me that God would have you somewhere else if you were not meant to be here. So right now, I want to see you, pens and papers. 3 things you did amazing in your 30 days. And if you want, chat them in. Let's celebrate them because I want to tell you the last 30 days were deliberately incredible. You did some great things. Celebrate yourself. You started reading, Victoria. Good job. Personal development is a huge piece of this business. It's a huge foundational piece. Elizabeth opened a teen Facebook page. Amazing. Awesome. Guys in this room, what did you guys do? Somebody tell me one thing they did they're excited about. Awesome. Marcy enrolled a state representative. Who else? We got somebody filling their calendar with appointments, enrolled 5 new people, scheduled a meeting today. Scheduled a meeting a day. Use only Facebook Messenger now. People can hear my passion. I love it. Celebrate the last 30 days, guys, because we have a vision for where we're going in the next 60. There's 30 days ahead of us. Let's look at the 30 days. I want you to write down. I want you to get real with yourself. This, where you're at, where you're sitting tonight, is called Fast Track to Executive. It means that in 60 days, I want to celebrate you for hitting executive. And if you're an executive already, I want to celebrate you for creating 10 new consultants, and every single person can do it. Every single person, if I had a gun to your head, could do it by Sunday. Am I right or wrong? If I told you, it's the Eric Worre, guys. It's the Eric Worre from what he said if you were at the leadership training at Celebration. People make excuses and they pull from the stories that are bullshit in their head. And that's what, at the end of the day, is really sad. Really sad, because guess what? If I had a gun to your head, if I said your life depends on it, could you have 10 consultants by Sunday? Absolutely. If I had the cure for cancer, you would be able, and I told you I will give it to you, to give to the 10 people you love the most. Could you enroll 10 people and help them share it by 2 by Sunday? Could you do it? Absolutely you could. So guess what? In 60 days, it is so possible and so doable. And I want you to fix on that vision. Fix on the vision that we're going to stop playing small, because I have a lot of people that I work with that their vision is way too small relative to their ability, relative to what they deserve and their destiny and their legacy. The vision is way too small. And so we are going to supersize some visions. If you're willing to supersize your vision, raise your hand. Raise your hand, because you deserve it. Your family deserves it. And the world, the people around you, when they're not getting your best, when we're not being intentional and deliberate about sharing this opportunity, why? Because we are being stingy. We're making it about ourselves, and we're playing this tape in our head that is a bullshit story. The devil wants you to hear it. But the truth is that there is so much greatness inside you, and you have a destiny and a legacy to build in this business, and that's where we're going. This week is about not only vision. So the next thing, when we talk about vision, in 30 days, what are you going to have done? Write it down. Everybody write it down. What are you going to have done? If you want to write down 3 things, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure the week doesn't go by that I don't have double PIBs. I'm going to infuse so much new blood into my business, because when you're enrolling, you're happy. I don't know about you. I'm the happiest when I'm enrolling. I want to rank advance people who are committed. I'm running with about 4 people right now that are on a fast track. I want to add more people to the fast track, people that are committed, and they are not going to be talked out of any nonsense by some story. I want to rank advance my husband's business. That's the things I want to do. What do you want to do? Write it down. If it's 1, if it's 3, write it down. Look at it and commit to it. Yes, I can. I want you to look at it and say, yes, I can. Say it out loud to yourself. You don't have to be loud with it, but say it out loud. Read it out loud to yourself and say, yes, I can. So I should hear murmuring amongst you. I should see your lips moving. I'm hitting Crystal Executive. Yes, I can. I'm setting up 5 new appointments every week. Yes, I can. Because why not? People are doing it. They've proved it's possible. If I had a gun to your head, you know you could do it. Now we have to talk about connecting and time management. Those are the other 2 things that are pieces for this week. So let me talk about connecting, because I could talk to the door. I could talk to the guy that's pumping gas or anyone. But that, honestly, guys, is something I've honed through the years of just talking to a lot of people. I was an only child, so I had to talk to posts, beds, anything that would talk back to me, because there wasn't a lot of people around. So I learned to talk to anything that stood still. But for a lot of people, it's a skill we're developing. Here's one of the ways I can tell you right now. Do you want to enroll more people? Betsy alluded to it earlier. This is what I've been coaching some people on my team who've asked me, like, how do I really connect? I'm too nervous about it. Look at your Facebook, who's having a birthday. Click the microphone. Does everybody know what this looks like? Does everybody know? I want to just point this out in case there are people that don't know it. When you want to go to send somebody a message, click on the microphone. And this little button that says record comes up. Everybody knows this, right? And I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to go, you are freaking sexy. And I just sent that to a whole group of people, okay? That's what you're going to say. You're going to say, I hope you guys had the most amazing day. You're fabulous. I've been thinking of you, and I think that we should chat about something really incredible. You're amazing. Just wanted you to know that. I do that every day for birthdays, every single day. Okay, I just do it. It's just a matter of course. And it's just like Betsy was saying, I do it first thing in the morning. And I just say, there's a lot of people on my Facebook, guys, because in trainings I do, I tell you, I friend. If Facebook suggests them, we're friends. Absolutely, we're friends. If Facebook suggested you. So I have a lot of people on Facebook I don't really know. And so I still send them a birthday message. Jean, I'm not really sure how we know each other, to be honest with you, but I saw it's your birthday and I wanted to send you a special message. I looked at your page. You're a gorgeous woman. You got some beautiful children. Happy birthday. I hope it's the best year. That's it. Jean might think I'm loony, but guess what? Chances are nobody else did that for her, right? She's blessed by that message. Maybe she isn't. I don't know. But regardless, it only took 10 seconds, if that. And then when people start writing you back, I have to say, I sent one to a guy that I had worked with probably 15 years ago. Great guy, but I moved to Florida. I haven't talked to him in years. And he wrote me back. He goes, first of all, I didn't even know that was a thing. Second of all, that was the coolest thing that happened on my birthday. Thank you so much. Then my kids got a hold of my phone, accidentally sent him some other weird random message, and it started this whole dialogue where you never know, like, who you're gonna bless. So the birthday thing is such an easy way. Is that, nod your head if that's an easy, benign thing to do. There's nothing about isogenics. It's just about making somebody else feel so good. And by the way, I love what Betsy said. I love what Jill said about doing that for people when you see that they have a need. Because when you write a message, you read it, you may or may not read the whole thing, you're busy. But if you listen to a message and you hear someone's heart, that feels so good. And I also will tell you that make a habit of just blessing people. I'll shoot them off a message. If I already liked their post and said, great dress, I'll send them a message to say the same thing. I needed you to hear me say this. You look like $1 million in that dress. $1 million. I try to do that for people, and it has nothing to do with isogenics, because here's what happens. When you're putting off so much goodness into the world and making people feel that great about themselves, I promise you the world will boomerang it back to you. People will see the goodness in you, and they will know your authenticity and your personal interest in their happiness is off the charts. And I see it. I have a great friend named Denise Wiggins. A lot of people know her, saw her ICE FYI article this week. Healthy aging, 51 years old. But there's one thing that people know about Denise is that she puts so much goodness out to the world, and so much comes back to her. So much. And when you start doing this daily, it will be amazing. I want to talk, people know, and I've done trainings before about enrolling. So the last few people that I've enrolled, one I met at a pool that my kids and I crashed at the shore. Another one I met sitting in the lobby of speech therapy for my foster son. Another woman I met at a water park at the shore. Another woman I met through, I have no idea even how I met this woman, like just randomly, probably on Facebook. But my point is that when you say that you've exhausted your network, I promise you haven't. So when you sit there and you're talking, you're in a waiting room, compliment someone's shoes. I asked a woman today to pick which bag she liked the best. I said, listen, I'm thinking about getting a bag. I know it's weird. We're both sitting in a waiting room. Do you mind just giving me your opinion? As women on this call, do we not love to give our opinion on something? Post about something that, if you want to connect with more people, post about something that's polarizing in a positive. That's a weird way to say it, but that people want to weigh in on. So for example, I was looking at buying a new car, and then I thought maybe I should lease a car. I have no idea. Ask on your Facebook wall if you should buy or lease a car, and see how many people want to weigh in on that topic, right? Ask them a question about, I posted I was buying a gift for someone. I said, I can't pick a print of this. Post anything where people have to weigh in and give an opinion, and you'll start connecting with a lot more people. And the people that, here's the bonus to that. The people that respond, you know who sees your post. You know they're watching you, and they see your posts. I love that. I love when I see someone comment or like a post that has nothing to do with isogenics, because guess what it tells me? They're seeing my posts about isogenics, and they're not interacting, but they're watching. You're reading my post and commenting on this one, you've seen my other ones. So cool, I'm gonna put you in the tickler file and we'll connect. So that's one thing I will tell you on connecting. But you're connecting when some people get stage fright because they think every conversation has to be about isogenics. A lot of times, I was just sharing this with someone else, a lot of times I'm holding back isogenics from people. They're gonna ask you, you're gonna say to me in a waiting room, are you a stay-at-home mom? Are you here? Do you work? I might ask you that. And you might say, you know what? I work 3 days a week as a nurse. And guess what the next question is? You want to know, what do I do? You go, oh, you know what? I have my own health and wellness business that I do from anywhere. I'm not going to give you the whole download though. I'm holding it back intentionally. It may or may not be for you. I don't know. I help people like you create incomes while they stay home, while they're able to sit in waiting rooms. It may or may not be for you though. I'm not going to go into it right now. Not a lot of time. Right? So you're withholding it. So don't get stage fright and think you have to dump isogenics. I think of some brilliant thing I do. I have this little business. It's a little thing. I'm really passionate about it. So anyway, what about your shoes? You got them at what? Did you go to DSW? Awesome. Change the subject to go back to that person. Because guess what? They're going to feel, you've been with people who are like, wait a second. Do you like bags? I sell bags. What about makeup? Do you have lipstick? I love lipstick. Do you want me to buy it? Here's my lipstick. I'm going to show you my trench coat. People are like hawking you to sell. Do you guys know that feeling? You walk into a car dealership and someone's like, do you want to drive this one out? Here, show your husband. Do you want to see if you can buy it? Here's the paperwork. Love it. Are you like, whoa, I don't want to buy a car here now. I don't want to buy your lipstick or your candle or your handbag. You're too much. I'm interested in you as a person, because guess what? People want to do business and they want to interact with people that they like. I like, and you like people who want to know more about you, who are more interested in you than talking about themselves. And time management. So when people say they don't have the time, there's a girl here, Megan Steinrock, on my team. Megan just showed me her calendar. She did the Susan Sly time blocks, color coding. She'll show our group when we're done. But I love what she did, because when you evaluate your day, there are areas, I promise you, that are inefficient. And if you know my story, you know what I was doing when I built this business to 6 figures in 4 months. You know what I was doing. I had a full-time insane job, traveling like crazy, 3 little kids, and running in real estate. But people go, I don't have the time. I understand that, right? But I made the time. I found the time, and you find where there's inefficiencies in your day where you could do this. People will be telling me, they'll literally send me messages going, I don't have the time. It takes me 10 minutes to read the message that tells me that they don't have time. In the meantime, they could have sent out 100 voice messages on Facebook Messenger. So when you're complaining about not having the time, you just had 2 minutes of saying I didn't have the time that you could have been effectively writing to people, just messaging them, pouring out love. That's it. How long does it take to send a message? What do you say? I want to just coach you guys in the 1 minute we have left, and just some things that I might say. Okay. So I am a huge fan of looking at people's Facebooks and giving them and telling them something. So I see people all the time saying, I cannot sleep. Does everybody have Facebook friends that are writing like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I have insomnia? Does everybody have that? Nod your head. Okay. Jen, noticed your post last night at 2 a.m. Girl, I used to be you. I used to be up at that time to read those kind of posts. I have something we should chat about. Done. That's it. If Jen's interested in sleeping through the night, she'll probably write you back. Somebody else, do you have friends that write like, I ate so much over the weekend, it's terrible, I feel awful? Do you see posts like that? Okay. Reach out to them. Do you see people at parties that post these pictures where they just look like they've overindulged? You can tell from the pictures that look like really fun. Okay, Monday morning I might write them and go, oh my gosh, you look like you had the best weekend. We were out partying too. Thank God for my reset. We should chat because I think you would be amazing. I think you'd love it. I think you'd love it. So what does that, why does that work? Why does I think you'd love it? We should chat. It's non-threatening. I'm not telling them like, you have to talk to me. I think you'd love it. It's just I thought of you and I think it might be something good for you. I believe you love it. That's awesome. I want their happiness. I want love for them. I want them to feel great. So those are some things. And then the other key to this, the absolute key, and on our team call last week was Misty LeBoy. Lauren Sims and Misty LeBoy and Jill Bauman are like 3 phenoms in this company for enrolling people. And people ask Misty all the time, how do you enroll so many people? She was top enroller in the world like the second month she was in Isogenics. How do you enroll so many people? She says the absolute secret, it's follow-up. People will say, well, I don't want to bother someone. They wrote me. I don't want to bother them. Here's the thing. The follow-up is everything, because you might have written me and I'm thinking about it. People write me stuff all the time and I'm thinking about it, but then life happens. If you'd write me again, you would have got a yes. And it's also about timing. When you write me and I'm feeling sleek and sexy and energetic and fabulous, maybe people are feeling like that. They just came off of a high. And then you write me again and I'm like, oh my gosh, summer just kicked my butt. I ate everything and drank everything that wasn't nailed down. You don't follow up with me when I'm feeling low. It's about timing. Your follow-up is going to hit people when it's the right timing for this. People will say, well, this person said no. They didn't say a hard no. A hard no is the door is closed, don't ever write me again. All they're saying most times, whether they don't write back or they say, not right now. That's all they're saying, not right now. So that's what you need to know. If you don't write people and follow up with them, you're making it about you. But I promise you, there are people in this room behind me, there are people that are on this team that wouldn't be here if I would have given up after 1 or 2 or 3 times. People ask me, when do you stop following up? Only if they sign up with someone else in Isogenics, or they say like some expletive to me, like don't ever bleep, 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 follow up with me, okay? And even then, I'm like, oh, I might have just caught them on a bad day. In 30 or 60 days, it could change. They might need me, okay? I'm not always writing about Isogenics though. I'm writing, here's this article I saw that you might like. Here's a picture I remember. Hey, I saw some pants I thought you'd like. You once told me that you like my earrings. I got them at this store and I saw they're having a sale. Anything that says I'm adding value to your life. And by the way, if that just happens, we just bless people. Happy birthday. If they say the expletive and it's their birthday the next day, they're getting the first person I'm going to write to and say, happy birthday. It's awesome. They're in a good mood. By the way, that's another reason, write people on their birthday. It's the happiest day of their whole year. Okay? So that's what I'm going to tell you. So we've got vision. You committed to it. You look me in the eye, you committed to it. Yes, you can. Time management. You have the time. I promise you. Hillary Clinton has the time to build an Isogenics business. She's campaigning. My gosh. Can you imagine? She finds the time. Look what she's doing. She's got the same 24 hours as us. Donald Trump, they're out there. Whether you like them or not, look at what they're doing. And then I'm going to look in the mirror and go, I don't have time to send out 3 birthday messages. Knock it off. That's ridiculous. So the last thing is connecting. Just blessing people. Connect with them. Believe me, connecting with more and more people, it's just called the law of numbers. It will come back to you in spades. Just loving people. That's it. That's this whole darn business. Love them. All right, and with that, Lauren, are we ready to do a little yes, we can?
You know it, sister. You have a whole room dying laughing over here, by the way. Like, if anything happens to Isogenics, go to stand up.
Well, listen, when we get off, let them know. Since you know me, one of the best people that knows me the best. Let them know. I'm not always like this. All right, guys, this is what we're going to do because it's so important. You tell yourself that the truth is you can do it. Your reticular activating system needs to know, needs to hear you say with conviction, yes, I can. So we're going to do it 3 times, and then we're going to do it 3 times again. All righty? Everybody?
Yes, I can.
Yes,
I can.
Yes,
I can.
Now, guys, did you hear it? Does your mind believe it? Think about it. Look down at your paper. What did you commit to? In the next 30 days, what did you commit to? Focus in. See it in your mind happening. We're doing it again.
Hey,
Focus in on your item.
Wait,
yes, I can. Yes,
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Great job. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Thanks, Jess.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.